glad my named birthday party's
All right, I think we should be good.
Can we hit the red button?
You're good. Oh, yes. And we gotta turn on. Yes.
There's a button on the side. Usually.
Me.
It's not going.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Put the karaoke into it.
Jesus. All right.
Okay, I call it to order. I call this meeting of the Perkins Library Trust to order. Let's see, it is June 1st, 2022, Wednesday, 6 p.m. 6:03.
Yes. Oh, wait, no. June 1st, right?
Yes.
All righty.
We'll take roll.
Okay, okay, that's right. All right. So we have Charlotte Perrick.
Here.
All right. Brian Huckabee.
Here.
Autumn. Oh, I'm gonna mess that up. I'm so sorry. But
Yep.
Valerie Hill.
Yes.
And Susan Marta's not here. And me, Jennifer Huggins. I'm not sure if I have to say my name or not. That works. Alrighty.
We'll make you part of the official minutes.
Alright. And then,
So we have a quorum because there are more than two.
right, and do I need, just because I'm not 100% sure in the last one, do I need to read off the agenda items or just?
I guess I'll just read them as we go.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so the first item on our agenda is consideration, discussion, and possible action to amend Article 5-1 of the bylaws regarding ex officio members.
Alrighty, and, yep, I went ahead and I included that in the packet.
Okay. Article 4 states that officers of the trust shall be a chair and a vice chair whose duties shall be those usual to the respective offices. These officers shall be elected in July of each year and shall hold office for 1 year. The library director shall serve as ex officio member of the board and as executive secretary.
Alright, and I think we need to remove the, let me just double check here, I wanna make sure I got all my wording right.
Well, what needs amended?
We need to
Because I don't
remove the
think
as a ex officio.
But nobody's really ever given us a true definition of what ex officio means. Because it hadn't been a problem in the past when Allison was ex officio.
We just made her ex officio like a year ago, didn't we?
Yeah, it wasn't too
That's
long
something
ago.
we
but
changed.
Ex officio, I think I always took to mean as a
Non-voting?
Non-voting member. So
I think with our current attorney, they said that created a problem and where it's, would get, because I voted in the last one, but that, removing that would take me off the voting and able to email everybody.
So if we change it, then we're gonna change it to, you're gonna serve
So that she,
executive secretary only and not an ex officio member anymore.
so she can talk to two of us at a time without it being a quorum.
I believe so.
Okay. Is it, so.
Yeah, new city attorney, I'm
And-
sorry.
An ex officio member is a member of a body, notably a board, committee, or council, who is part of it by virtue of holding another office. The term ex officio is Latin, meaning literally from the office. And the sense intended is by right of office.
Still didn't
So,
say
no.
voting or
I
not.
believe it's one of those where you're not.
But if it's
voting
something
in
the
the
attorney
same way
wants
as a
done,
board member would be.
it's something the attorney wants done and it simplifies the meeting,
Right.
two of us meeting with Jennifer at a time and not having an official quorum, then it's probably simplifies stuff.
So I'll move that the library director shall serve as executive secretary. Just drop the other.
Amend Article 4.
To amend, yeah. To amend Article 4. And then we can have, oh, okay.
I second that
All
motion.
right. Oh, I'm sorry, I got a little bit more info coming in. Tammy thinks it's a voting member, and yes, we're good. If I am a member, I can't communicate with everyone in mass. And that's why, I think, yeah, the executive secretary, sorry. But yeah,
So
if
the
you just-
executive secretary stays, and you can communicate with everybody.
Yes.
in mass.
So
Okay.
you'll serve the same function, you just won't be,
Right,
you'll
I'm just
be
not
here
voting and
doing
not
this.
official, yeah.
Okay.
all right.
And then, yeah, if we just put to amended, then the attorney can use, all the wording that we need to.
Okay. So Charlotte
Yes.
made a motion to amend, I seconded.
All right. Second. All right, so Charlotte?
Yes.
All right, Brian?
Yes.
Autumn?
Yes, ma'am.
And Valerie?
Yes.
And I guess, yeah, I'm still doing it. I don't know. I'm going to, wait, abstain? All right, that works. Make that easy. All right.
The next item on the agenda is consideration, discussion, and possible action to acknowledge signature changes at Payne County Bank to remove past trustees and add current trustees.
And do you have any questions?
Past trustees are,
Well, my question would be, I just went over there in the last year and did a signature card, so I don't know
and I never have.
what I need to do.
I never have either.
And so, and that's something where I talked to Eric a little bit, and that's where we need social security numbers to actually have it where everyone can sign and get on there, and that has to do with the, I wrote it down. Because we voted in, I believe it was last year, to add, where you needed either the city member to sign off if we needed, like, to be able to purchase something. And if Rachel's not there, because she's our finance person, then we need somebody to be able to.
I think it has to be a city, I think there has to be a city employee and a trust
Right, that's it,
sign off on, how much it was purchase order or there had to be one of the two of us.
Right.
Two people had to be on them.
Okay.
Article
And so
7.
basically, yeah, we just need to approve to remove the old people and put the current people on, and then I need numbers later.
Well, and so who does it need to be, who needs to be on it? Because
Who
I'm
are,
pretty
I'm
sure.
already on it with the bank, so they've got all of my social security numbers. I don't think I need to publicize it at City Hall. Say, here's all my personal data.
Last time I did it, I just had to go to the bank and tell Janie.
That's what I'm saying. I went
Yeah.
through, I did the whole thing. She's got all my stuff on file.
I think I was supposed to
We do
do.
need 2 signatures, like that's what's required on there, and right now, only one person at City Hall can sign.
I've been here a couple of years and I've never signed anything in an official capacity, so I don't know why it's.
I haven't, well, and I was told to go down, I'm never in town during banking hours, and I probably won't be. I mean, I guess I could go on a Saturday morning if it needs to be me, but if something does need to be signed, I just didn't know if it had to be.
I'm pretty sure I'm on it.
Well,
I gave somebody my social security number. Who did I?
That was me. I have it. You're good. I can get that to anyone.
well, can you double check and see if it's actually just giving you a social security number or physically going to the bank? And I can't even remember, there's a piece of paper I had to fill out.
They transfer my membership as a signing member of the Cub Scouts several years ago.
I
Can they
think
just
so.
transfer my signing through?
I think you just have to go in and
Do
sign.
you know who we need to name to take off?
I can find that out. I don't believe I have the list of prior, I have who's current. But I mean,
Who's current?
you guys.
Well, I mean, you don't have who's up to date. Signature.
Let's see.
Since you've been on, you all, can you remember anybody that's we need to take off?
Sorry.
I don't know if Suzette did it, then we'd have to take her off.
Whose place did she take?
When I started, Bob Johnson was on it.
What place did she take?
Who's that take?
I can't place it right now. to save my
Barrett
life.
was on it.
Who?
Barrett?
Yeah,
died.
Yeah. It's just, I cannot think of who it was.
But that may need to be in our minutes of,
Oh, and then there was a lady that moved.
When I came on, there was a lady here briefly, and then she left. I can't remember.
So you,
I can't for the life of me think of who it was.
Yeah, I mean, if I went through at the bank, I mean, it should be current there. I don't,
hi, everybody.
We do need to leave that door open because it's a public meeting, just so you know.
Okay.
Janie at the bank told us to collect your names and social security numbers and give them to her. If you're not comfortable doing that, totally fine, just go talk to
I
Janie.
went there within last year
Okay.
and filled everything out, so she should have everything she needs from me.
That's fine. If you don't want to give it to us, I totally understand that. I'm just telling you that we were doing what she told us to do. So that's where that came from.
It's probably me.
The
'cause
people
I'm
who can sign, you all did it on your bylaws last year. I mean, it says it's you and 2 members of the finance department. The problem is, there's only 1 member of the finance department, it's me. So we only have y'all and me who are able to sign based on your bylaws. So it's just, when you have to have 2 signatures, it's difficult to only have 2 people. Because if I'm out of town, then we can pay bill. Okay.
I don't mind doing it, I just don't want to double up if I've already gone through all of it. I
I
should
have
be
to do
current.
this, I mean, when I change it for my city commissioners, I send her all the names and all the social security, I send her mine every single time, because she puts that with each account. But if,
I don't mind if I
again,
need to, I just don't like arbitrarily throwing
no,
myself.
no, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you a bit. I don't blame you a bit. I totally support that, but, so you'll
I'm trying to be
just go
fine.
visit with her. And then you can give it to her and we'll be out in the middle. Good? Okay, thank you.
Alright, well, this is the only one I'm like, I don't have those answers. I don't know. Thank you so much.
So then if Suzette's already been, I guess, on that list, then she can obviously be removed, so we need us 4.
And I'm probably the only one that doesn't have an account there, so. I'm probably the number and signature they're waiting on.
I'm on like 50 accounts over there. Who knows?
So I don't think there's no motion that needs to be.
To remove the,
We don't know who they are to remove.
Well, I make a motion, we remove past trustees that are not
right,
current
yeah, that
members,
are not current numbers in that order.
Okay, I second.
and that we all give her whatever information she needs to get us current.
Do you know if there's anything that we need to take? Do they have a list? Does the bank have a list from the city who's on the library trust? We just walk in and say, I'm with the library trust.
If not, we let them
Believe
know.
me.
Yeah, who-
That's what I did. I think I just walked in and said, Allison told me to come in here on the library trust signature card, and they took me in and knew what to do.
Okay.
See, and I think Allison gave them a list and told Janie to expect these people to come
Yeah,
in.
yeah, I can do that.
I think that's how that operated.
You're probably still waiting on me.
all right, I'll second that motion.
Okay, yeah, Valerie seconded it, so we're good there. All right, so to remove, all right, because we are removing past and putting on who we need to or who feels comfortable to.
Yes.
All right, so Charlotte
Yes.
and Brian?
Yep.
Autumn?
Yes, ma'am.
And Valerie?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to abstain again,
Okay.
figure out what we need to do there. All right, excellent.
Okay. Let's see.
4.
That was, oh no, that was 3?
Yeah, that was 30.
I think I said 4. Okay, number 4 is consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding making a recommendation to the city commission for the appointment of trustees to the library trust.
Do we have anybody?
have any-
If we don't have a recommendation, like, then we won't have a seat till we do, or we can.
When is Suzette's term officially up?
I think it'll be
Is for some reason, we thought it was May, and Bob pulled some up last time, said no, it's like end of June.
You would just say, I can get like I've got it written down in the office. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
I don't know if we want to consider it or not, but for PIDA and for the Park and Rec Board, we had the city release information that said if you're interested in joining this board, please email the city manager a letter of reference, and then the commission chose from those letters and appointed someone to the, I was like, I don't know if that's, we had a really good response from the Park and Rec Board, and I was really touched by,
Nice.
Her term is officially up June 22nd, so this month.
Okay.
Whose term is that?
Suzette's and Autumn's, but the board did reappoint her.
So we've got Suzette's.
So did anybody talk to David?
Who?
David Sasser? He
I
had to
don't know
point.
if Bob did or not. Bob said he was gonna talk to him. I think Blair Atkinson was the other one that's come up. I think somebody else knew. I think he knows her. I don't know her personally. I guess she runs the OSU Foundation or something. So I think has experience with grants.
So is just this for us to make recommendations for the city council, who, give them
Well-
ideas who we'd like to have?
Yes, I don't think
This
we
one,
can,
yeah, if we've-
we can't say, hey, you should make this person a board member.
Right.
Unless
We've asked them first.
Yeah, unless and so we can't, I guess we can discuss who we think, but if we don't have a name to officially put forward in front of the commission, right?
That we've talked to.
Right. And that's what the agenda item is really, so if we don't have.
Do we
one,
have
can-
one? Yeah, we don't.
We don't need to take action on that.
Okay.
Well, so she expires the 22nd, so
Right, so we won't have anyone in that spot.
How often are the city commission meetings?
once we have special meetings, we've been having those fairly frequently.
well, it's not on our agenda. Typically, we have like a miscellaneous, something at the bottom that can catch.
Well, because we don't have that on here because it's a special meeting.
Okay, so we will table that agenda item until,
We can take no action,
take
and then
no
we don't
action.
have to do anything. If we table it, we have to,
Bring it back up the
yeah,
next meeting.
have a time set and then actually take action then.
no,
So, consider the idea of the letter. I was surprised who was interested, and so I thought that was kind of different because there were people who I didn't realize would be interested in the Park and Rec Board, and so it was kind of neat to see like who wanted to get involved in things that I wouldn't have naturally thought of. So I think it's something definitely worth considering because I was really surprised at the
I've thought
results.
that before too, but if you get, 50 applicants and then you can only pick one, then you have 49 people that feel alienated or left out.
they'll come to every
We
meeting.
thought of,
That's my only fear with it.
we worried about that too, but we also, I think in that case, you push the Friends of the Library concept. If you're not selected to be a member of the trust, then this is the other really good option to volunteer and help the library that we need all the able-bodied people, that we can get, so.
And do you have the other, I guess it's applicable to discuss other people's terms. Do you have all that information sitting there?
I do, what is the question? What do we need?
Well, like, when do our terms expire? Because I've slept a few times and I can't remember when I started.
And like everyone's good for the rest of this year, and I can send you all that, like everyone's in an email too, so that we have like the full chart. Because it's like different years.
It should be like 2 of us are next year, and then 2 of us are the year after, and then mine and Suzette's would be the next year, because they are in 3-year installments, I believe. Correct?
3-year.
Hang on, I swear I have that. One second, I might go look at that.
I think
Because
it's
it doesn't tell me that on here.
I think it's like the commission where it's these two, and then the next year it's these two, and then the next year it's these two, and then it rolls back over. Is what I think, how I think it works.
Okay.
Does anybody see on the bylaws where it actually says what
Oh, yeah.
members we actually?
We can have, wait, let's see. Oh, wait.
Any vacancy occurring in any office between elections shall be filled by majority vote.
3-year terms, there we go. And then, let's see, we got,
So we could vote to fill this position.
If we know somebody that
if you
wants
have
it.
somebody that we've talked to and is willing to do it.
But, and maybe it would only fill it until her term,
Mhm.
which is this month.
Well, I think it would be because hers is coming to an end, so if she fills it till the end, it would be for the next 3
Oh, okay.
years.
Okay.
Well, 3 members constitute a quorum. I still don't see where it says we have 5 or 6 or 10.
I know the Park and Rec Board had 7. I think PIDA has 6. Let's see.
It looks like ours are for every 3-year terms, and Charlotte's is up in June of 2023. Brian's is up in June of 2024. Valerie's is in June of 2024, and Autumn is June of this year.
So we just reappointed her, so she's,
So it would be, yeah, it would be we'd be putting them in at the end, after Suzette finishes hers, and then it would be for the next 3 years.
Okay.
So I guess we'll.
Yeah, we can take no action on that.
Take no action on the appointing of any trustees.
Well, we still,
If we don't have her.
I guess we're down to the wire. I mean, we kind of need to get somebody else in here that brings some value and, you know, has some time and commitment to help us.
And if we have, yeah, named like, because I don't know either of the people that we've mentioned, and I don't know if someone else actually knows them, might be able to say it
Yeah.
better.
Well, I just texted Nikki. She's trying to chase down contact info for that.
I
I
think
think
it,
Autumn's talked to somebody, and I don't know that that's gone anywhere. So we've been,
I think you two would know more about knowing somebody that could help us probably.
I've lived here forever, but I don't know that many people.
I don't know, it does seem like there's a lot of new people. Well,
So then we can, yeah, if we have a name, then we can put that back on the agenda for next time, have that voted in, and then give that to the commission and have them.
Well, since it's not on the agenda, then we can,
Right.
I guess, talk about it some other time, or she can call a special meeting.
Yeah, and yeah, anytime you guys want to do a special meeting, I can put one of those together, that is not a big deal, okay?
So if we come up with a good candidate the next 2 weeks, we can have a 10-minute special meeting and
That's fine, I know, I have to give it to the commission, and they have to, right? Then they have to approve it, all right, I just want to make sure I got that
it
right.
says that the appropriate appointing body, city commission, library board, Friends Library. Does that mean all 3 have to be in agreement, or any one of those 3 can be the appropriate appointing body?
I think it's presented from the trust presents their people, and then the commission appoints
Votes, yeah,
them.
appoints
Is
them.
how I understand it, but I could
Yes.
be wrong.
But the library board and Friends are both listed there.
Yes,
So who just
so-
renewed, didn't the library board just renew your
Friends of the
trust?
Friends of the Library
See?
elects one person, and then the commission appoints 2 people, and then the library board appoints 2 people. And so that's what we have to fill in the,
I thought,
a suggestion to the board, but they're the ones who officially appoint.
they take turns appointing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, each one elects someone for their group.
So the empty seat is voting for an appointee from
The
the
commission.
commission.
And this was for us to give ideas to the commission of who we would like.
If we had somebody that we already talked to and we had a name, then we could give that to the commission.
The next.
Was the commission,
Have a
just
meeting.
choose somebody.
We had a special meeting, the next meeting is June 14th.
If we keep this meeting short, maybe more people will be on it. We'll say, look,
Sorry, you're
I
good.
said, if our meeting was short, we could have somebody go back and listen to this meeting. See, look, our meetings are short. I'm doing it.
I'm sure they, I mean, they are on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre to watch yourself.
I don't know if it's still appropriate when we're talking about, making a recommendation, if we've been talking about bylaws. If we fill that seat, we still just have 5 members. And I don't see in the bylaws where it says we can't have 6 or 7.
Can you talk just a little bit louder? I'm sorry. It's hard to hear over here.
I'm saying I don't see in the bylaws where it says how many members we're supposed to have on this board.
We're supposed to have 5. Oh, it's,
Maybe I've read
You're good.
too fast.
you're good. I know it's yours. Okay. No.
It says all 5 trustees,
Right.
but that's only on the, but it doesn't
On the
specify.
I know I've got like the 5 here. Oh, it's supposed to be in the indenture.
He will constitute a forum, so.
Correct.
Must be 5, because that's what it says in Article 7.
Yeah,
That's the only place it makes mention.
it makes, if you're thinking having more would be helpful, that's something we could look into if we have our next meeting or special meeting, changing the bylaws to have a specific number, or if that's allowed for a trust. I don't know if there's specific.
If we had more viable members, instead of excluding more people, add another seat or 2 and get more people involved. So,
Okay, yeah, it's in our indenture part. This is just the bylaws. Yeah, that's fine.
so.
So we're limited to 5 in the indenture.
Yes.
So what you did on Parks and Rec though, how did you get the word out on that?
The city promoted it on Facebook.
Like I said, I have one lead.
All right.
I was gonna talk to David.
If we, sorry.
You else have any other candidates?
Just so that if we do change anything on the indenture and not the bylaws, it's a legal thing and apparently it's not easy to do.
Okay. I didn't know. I just thought it'd be.
5's the magic number then.
Sorry, I wanted to give you all
that's
the
fine.
information.
No,
I had.
that's good. That's
no,
great.
great.
Okay, so
No action.
we'll take no action because we don't have a specific person to appoint.
And then do we need to vote on that if we take no action? Okay.
Okay, so the next item on the agenda, number 5, is that you?
Yeah. Oh, no, you're good.
Okay. Consideration, discussion, and possible action to review Stillwater commercial glass options for storefront glass project. And so they
That's
gave us
pretty easy.
submittals?
Yes, we do. We have some samples. And that's pretty much all this is Brian brought, wait, did you bring this by or no, the earlier guy brought this?
Steven
He did, that's
yeah.
right, our actual glass guy. Basically, that's the metal frame, and feel free to pass it around, and then it's this, right, and it's just the glass goes in there.
Party.
And feel free to come down and look at it, it's the same one in there. I don't know if the camera needs to see it, but there you go, there's glass. It's not purple. And then he brought us the specs for the glass, and I'll have this
in the office and writing on hand. I just didn't print it for everyone because it's a giant packet, but feel free to flip through.
Anyone in the public is free to come by and look at it.
Absolutely, and if anyone wants a copy, I'll be happy to print you one.
So the glass is fairly thick,
It is. Here, feel free. We can.
and they're both the same.
They are, yeah.
There's no choice.
I don't think so. It's like
there's
all
two
these
pieces.
protective layers.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just all one piece. That's the middle
Looks like
part.
an inch thick overall.
Yeah.
Sealed.
Sure, squish your fingers.
Look how thick it is.
That should help.
Yeah, it's probably quite a bit more insulated than
The part that we have now.
down there right now.
I wonder if he wants a close-up look at it, or whether he's already had a close-up look at it.
Don't fight it on my account, Jennifer.
The glass, I think we expect it as just clear, low E glass, so it doesn't have any tint.
So is he ready to put it up?
Well, we have to approve,
Yeah, but we
This.
like this
we have to
before we
approve
put it in there.
the finish, the glass sample, and his shop drawings. Give those back to him, and then he can officially order everything and get the ball rolling. So he dropped off the contract too.
One second, I'm sorry. You're good.
I think the shop drawings look good. The
Okay, we're good.
mullions and
Contract,
buttons.
we dropped it off.
He did. I have this here.
And
I'm sorry, yes.
I told him we would wait to date it, since I knew
Right.
we wouldn't get this out.
Right.
If we would have dated it prematurely, then he'd be, clock would have started on his contract time while he's waiting on us to approve these.
Exactly.
So
It's good thinking.
So do we need to sign something?
I still don't know that
No, I think it just needs to be approved and then I can date it and then, our city attorney needs to sign it. And same, I can't make copies of, well, like, the official thing because it's notarized and everything. I want to make sure everyone sees the official contract.
Well, I haven't gone back and remeasured every opening, but I know he visited the site and measured everything himself.
Yeah.
So
that's-
so the physical dimensions are kind of on him to make sure stuff fits like it's supposed to, but the frame configurations
Yeah, I think it really
is
is.
probably the main thing we need to look at. And again, there's not, I know there's custom color options, but you can get silver, bronze, black. And every time we talk about it, like I said, I'm not the color guy. As long as you guys think bronze, I think it's the best option, but
Yeah. That's what I was envisioning too.
I'm good with it.
And just to verify, is that what that one is?
It's bronze, right?
yeah.
Does mean nothing. I can tell you the shapes they are.
This is broken in half.
Yes, yes.
The big half and the little half.
And the hexagons and circles and rectangles, I mean,
And the glass blocks would be gone.
Oh, yes, the glass blocks that are down there, yeah, it's gonna be one big piece.
One biggie.
Yeah, and this is over the entrance doors. So it'll be opened up quite a bit, I think. Oh, where is that? Or maybe this is black. Oh, it's black spacers. Installation instructions.
I bet these are riveting.
So,
We go down there and say, are we using that insulated slip divider?
I will say, I have looked over every single one of those pages. It is similar in its dryness throughout.
Yeah.
But there's lots of pictures.
I actually just sat there lunch and learn about that storefront. That's pretty interesting. I'm glad somebody knows about it.
I don't know where this one, number 6. Number 4 looks like an odd size.
It's not, is that putting glass on that side?
ones that has the,
No, these are just the framing system and the
Doesn't go.
framing guide, I guess.
Is that a problem? I've got it here. I'll pull it up real quick. Sure.
We're just verifying where these windows are going. Hopefully on the front.
Yes. So I think that was sort of, it's gonna specify like, it's on the turned around, whatever that side is, or east side.
Is there like a front drawing that,
Yeah, that's what he's like pulling up. Oh, gracious.
I'm sorry, because you didn't have anything with like the storefront other than the glass on the agenda, so I didn't put those movements in here.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fine.
Because they were specified in there. You're good, it just didn't.
Yeah, there's our front.
Oh, that is an odd little window number 4. Down there by itself.
There's the rough openings I had. So 1, 7, 5, 9 and a half. 2, 6, 5, 11. 3 is 6 and a half. 5, 11 and a half.
I wanted it done yesterday.
3, 6. Five is 9, 7, 4, 8 and a half. 6, 3, 7, 4, 8. That's right so far. 7, 13, 8, 9. 6, 8, 9. 3, 7, 2, 7. 4, so 11. 11, 6 overall, and he's got 3, 11.
Is that the one where the blocks are?
yes.
Silly how you can move it.
I think that's why.
You're adding 9 and 10.
Yeah. So 11, 6. And he's got 11, 3. And I think that he's between, gets a piece of brake metal, steel member. If you look at, he's got sections on here for,
Yeah, I was looking at this, number 5. It shows it's 4.5 inches deep. Tall. It's wood there right now.
The frame height going all the way to the top of it.
Where's that 4.5?
Just said 4.5 plus.
So does he have something smaller or bigger than our?
Well, it's a tad smaller, but it's still. You know, I probably did some math too to break those apart originally when I took the overall opening, so he's a little short of it by the time you stack all those frame members in there. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Okay.
And that opening is a little wonky. I mean, that concrete there kind of does come up to where the doors are. It kind of depends on where you take your dimension. I think he's good, and then basically his configuration matches what's in this drawing.
Yeah.
So we all can-
I like that.
The small ones left just one piece instead of putting others, and then we backed off. The side lights are just one piece of glass. Those are the doors, so it looks basically just like.
I think it's gonna be beautiful.
I like it. I'm excited to see it.
So I think we're good. I can, if we want to get the contract signed,
And which drawing did we compare it to? Was it the 3 level sign one?
it's the one that went out with the RFP, the one that we sent
Okay.
everybody to bid off of.
So you're going to move what?
Okay. Oh, yes.
Move that we sign the contract.
Yeah, I move we get the contract executed, and I will send notification to the contractor that his shot drawings are approved and the frame sample and glass samples approved.
And then, so I just wanna make sure, so do we approve the Stillwater glass options for the glass project? Right.
Just make sure so we can put it all. Everything's.
I second the motion
Okay.
to
I say yes.
sign the contract.
All right, and Charlotte?
Yes.
And Brian?
Yep.
Autumn?
Yes.
Valerie?
Yes.
And Chris. All right. Then all that's left is the, to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
All right.
I protest, but we don't have anything else on here to talk about, so we can't, so.
All right.
Turn off the thing, now we can talk.
All right.
We have to vote on that?
Oh, do we have to vote on it?
We have to vote to
on it.
adjourn.
We do. All right, so Brian?
Yeah.
There you are.
Charlotte? All right, Autumn?
Yes, ma'am.
Valerie?
Yes.
And, yes, we adjourn. Right, and just, we had, you moved to adjourn, do we have to have a second when we adjourn?
I'll second that.
Just in case, that works. All right,
Okay.
that's it, so.
See these?
Oh, sure.
Probably need all these.
Let me go ahead and turn this off, so I don't need it in. Oh, perfect, okay. And then I power down, and then I go to turn that off.
So, he has to order all that stuff.